Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm driving to San Diego on a little road trip to visit my family, and I wanted to share a few tips about driving and saving gas and being a little more sustainable when you're doing a road trip. My first tip is to use cruise control as much as possible, or at least try and stay a steady speed, because that saves gas. That's my first tip, and stay tuned for my second tip. So I just made it over the grapevine, and I wanted to share my second tip on driving slightly more greener. That is to only use the AC when you need to. AC uses chlorofluorocarbons. I'm pretty sure that's what they are. And those are really bad for the environment because they get emitted into the atmosphere, and they're actually catalysts for greenhouse gases, and they're never used up in the reaction. So the more we put up into the atmosphere, it builds and builds up because they're never used up. They're just always there. I'm also going to eat the lunch that I packed. I just packed a lunch in my reusable to-go container, and that way I don't have to stop at fast food or takeaway or get anything to go with a lot of packaging, and I don't have to spend like an hour somewhere sitting down eating. Alright, so I'm just above LA and I stopped to get coffee, and I could have easily gone to a Starbucks just right off the freeway, but I thought I'd put in the extra 1 or 2 minutes to look up a local coffee shop on Google Maps. I got an iced lavender latte. It's so good. So glad I didn't decide to go to Starbucks. It was really cute. It's called Underground's Coffee House, which I like the name of that too. It's cute. In Santa Clarita, right north of LA. Yeah, I just brought my reusable tumbler in, and they thanked me for bringing my reusable cup, so people do like it when you do that. It's not a nuisance. Save them a cup. I'm just going to drink this and keep heading on down to San Diego. Oh, I wanted to share my last tip with you guys. This one's not so much a tip, but just a fun fact. When you first start driving, the first 15 minutes of your drive is when you're emitting the most CO2 and greenhouse gases. That is because your catalytic converter is not warmed up yet during that first 10 or 15 minutes of your drive. And what your catalytic converter does is it converts the emissions to gas that is better for the air, better for the environment, and not as strong of a greenhouse gas, however you want to say it. I forgot if there's a word for that. But yeah, that's basically what it does. I would need to look into the technical reasons why choosing to walk or bike short distances is actually a lot better than driving short distances around town. We should try and do that as much as possible. Left lane! Ah! What did I say about nature? Every time I drive through LA, I'm reminded of why I moved to Northern California. Down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. You make it hard to put like that. Stay woke. I get those goosebumps every time. Hi, traffic helicopter. Slow hands, like sweat dripping out like a laundry. I'm home. Sophie! So I made it home to Encinitas. This morning, me, my mom, and Sophie, my dog, went on a little walk at San Elijo Lagoon, the little natural reserve close to our house. Now we're about to go meet my sister for lunch. I'll probably go to the beach later because it's a hot day, so that's what I'm gonna do today. You wanna be in my vlog, Sophie? This is Sophie. She's my doggy. I got her for my 11th birthday. She's 13 years old. She's a beautiful golden retriever. She knows I'm talking about her. And she's a main reason I came down to visit as well. I love her like a daughter. So this light here is the outdoor light right in front of our front door, and my mom put a sign that says, "Do not turn on light," which is a weird request. Why would you say that? And then I realized there's a bird nest right on top of the light, and she didn't want to disturb them or cook the eggs or anything, and they just hatched a couple days ago apparently, and we've seen the dad come in with food and feed the little babies. Slowly open this door. I don't want them to fly away. Oh, I see the dad. So cute. Ooh, that lens flare. Ooh, ooh. Good girl. So I was just at the beach here in Encinitas. I was at Pipes, which is right by Swami's. I wanted to talk about the sunscreen I used because zero waste sunscreen is kind of a tricky area still, and people don't really know what to use for sunscreen that doesn't come in packaging. I don't know either, and I don't have an answer for you. I have sunscreen at home in Santa Cruz that I'm still just using up, that I've had for years. It takes me forever to use a bottle of sunscreen. I don't know why. Maybe I need to go outside more. Maybe I need to use sunscreen more. But I forgot it on my trip down to Encinitas. I figured my parents would have some, but they didn't. And so my mom's like, oh, like, let's go just buy a bottle of sunscreen because I need some for the house anyways. And I figured, okay, best thing that we can do is try and find a natural sunscreen that is in the best packaging, aka something recyclable. Not much sunscreen comes in recyclable bottles, which is kind of annoying, and all the natural ones didn't that I saw. So I ended up getting this Neutrogena Beach Defense one. It was the only one I could find at the store I was at that is recyclable. It's number 2. Once my parents use this, they can empty it out and recycle it. That's better than nothing, and honestly this will probably last them years. So I know some people do make their own, but I have yet to figure that out. Now I'm gonna head home and eat dinner with my parents.